Hey, Darth, thank you for the 1,000 bits. 13-2. I'd be down for 13-2. I've always been kind of curious about that game. I played it when it first came out, and I liked it, but I never finished it. The story got a bit whack, and I was like, I don't know. But the combat was fun. And I liked how, like, it didn't try to take itself seriously. Like X2 did. Yeah, that pastebin explains it, or the Fantathon page also explains it. Whack, whack, whack. Terminated. We're already kind of hurt, and we haven't even really made it to the cave yet. But I do have a cabin to use. So I guess that works. Nice. So the cabin does fully heal you. Or at least, at the moment it does. But it doesn't give me any magic, I don't think. Only the house does. So I was right. Yo, Marsh! Thank you for the 1,067. Thank you guys so much for all the support today. It's been awesome. Thank you, thank you. 13-2 unpopular opinion. I preferred 13-2, but I only played both games once. Oh, you mean against the original? I mean, the original 13 was pretty divisive to begin with, so that doesn't surprise me. A lot of people disliked 13. I'm kind of worried about playing 13 for the marathon, because I liked 13 when it first came out. When it first came out, I enjoyed it. I didn't understand why everyone hated it. I thought they were crazy. It definitely wasn't my favorite game, but I enjoyed it. Played the crap out of it, platinumed it, moved on. Always thought it was a good game. Then I went back to it, like 6 or 7 years later, and I couldn't play it. I don't know what it was. It bored me to tears. I had to stop playing it. I was like, I can't do this anymore. It's actually like frustrating me how boring this is. So I don't know what it was. Maybe I just wasn't in the right mood. Like maybe it's just one of those days where I was just not feeling it. But I'm a little worried that when I go back to it for the marathon, I'm going to feel the same way. And it's going to be a struggle. But I really did truly enjoy 13 when it first came out. And I was hyped for 13 too, so like 13-2 as in T-O-O. I was hyped for 13. So I was afraid that like maybe I was too hyped and it would, whenever you're hyped for a game, it's easier for it to let you down. But it didn't let me down. I liked it. I even liked the post game, especially the optional final hunt boss. I love that fight. That fight is really cool. It's lit. My only true issue with 13 was the characters. I didn't like the characters much. But it was not bad enough to where I disliked the game overall. Like, I was able to still play it and enjoy it. But the characters were definitely the weakest part for me. Lightning was Cloud, but more boring. And the rest of the characters, Snow, Vanille, and Hope were all incredibly annoying to me. For different reasons. Fang was okay. Fang was okay, Saz was okay. Lightning was okay, I just thought she was a crappy Cloud clone. They could have done more with her, I felt. But yeah, like, it's not often that I hate characters. I'll just dislike them over other characters. But I hated Hope. I hated Hope. I hated Snow. Vanille was okay. She was just annoying, and her voice was like chalkboard. But Hope and Snow, I actively disliked playing with them. They were incredibly annoying to me. And still are. I will say Lightning had her moments, even though I didn't like the idea behind her being a Cloud clone. She had her moments that were pretty cool. That scene where she's sitting in that couch, or whatever it is, that was a cool scene. The game had some cool scenes, for sure. I think most people would agree with that. These ghouls are terrible, man. This paralysis, like, it's so hard to get over. Sometimes it goes off right away, and then other times I'm sitting here for days, and the paralysis never goes away. And my mages straight up can't win this. I'm gonna have to run. I have to stop fighting these ghouls. In fact, I should probably reset. That would probably be smart. Is there an easy way to reset? Probably not. I'll have to reset the console. Hold on. I'm gonna well, actually, can I hit reset without... Yeah, I guess I could. I was gonna say I have to do it the safe way, but... Reset should be safe. Where's the button? There we go. Corruption. I love how quickly I could get back into the game. Didn't have to like wait for anything. No title screen load, just immediately back in. Good old NES. Man, I even tried to kill the ghouls right away, but they immediately stunned Braun, and I'm just stuck here. I remember several times getting actually like stun locked by the ghouls back when I played on the Origins one, where my whole party was just paralyzed and I'm just sitting there waiting for like hours. Wait there for like 10 minutes waiting for them to kill me or finally get unparalyzed. But even when they get unparalyzed, they usually just get paralyzed the next turn and then you're stuck again. No, kill the ghouls. Please. Just kill the ghouls. Whatever you do. That's pretty cool. I know this is like a blast from the past, but didn't PlayStation Home do that at one point? Or something similar? Where like if you did a friend, like if you were in PlayStation Home and someone invited you to like a multiplayer Call of Duty game, it would just launch multiplayer instead of launching Call of Duty. Back when PlayStation Home was a thing. And everyone laughed. Yeah, you can check out the Fantathon page for more info, B-Boy. About how we're doing it and how it's all working. But yes, 17 Let's Plays back to back. For your viewing pleasure. Also, this is the same way I went before. I don't want to go this way. I want to go this way. Gargoyles. I need to give my white mage, like, invis or something, so she has something to do during fights, because right now she's just kind of attacking and then healing. Be nice if she had, like, a buff spell to use. It's not really something I want to do throughout the dungeon, though. That'd be something I'd want to do for the boss, but still. There's Final Fantasy Type 0, but that's not 0, it's just called that because Square Enix has weird naming ideas. That has nothing to do with the number 0, I don't think. You would think that Final Fantasy Type 0 would be like a prequel to all Final Fantasies or something, but it's just, that's just what they called it because reasons. So you can vote for the Final Fantasy stuff anytime you want. I don't even have to be streaming. You could literally do it anytime. Just go in the chat and do it, and it'll work. Well, my white mage died, and that's not good. Alright, let's see what's in this room. Oh, wait. I went backwards. Oh, boy. Out of the way, bat. Oh, that's terrifying. Get me out. Actually, it's not that bad. Bonies are, like, super weak, but... Balls can still paralyze. Alright, I want to at least check a room before we leave. So I feel like I made some kind of progress. Alright. Great. That's how this dungeon is going. Slow clap. This room had nothing but empty chests, like this entire room. Yeah, I played about 2 hours of Type 0, and I must say, I very much disliked it. I liked the... I liked the idea of, like, a more tactical style... world mappy, almost like Kessen-esque, if you ever played Kessen on PS2. Like, I like the idea. But, the first 2 hours of the game was like pulling teeth. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot stand when a game starts off throwing a bunch of vocabulary at me that I don't know. I hate it. I hate it so much. It is the worst. I hate when a game starts off and it's like, the Underlords launched an attack on the Flarpeldorfs, and the Flarpeldorfs used the magic crystal of Agonoth to defeat the remnant goblins of past yore in order to use the dragon stones. And I'm like, bro, I have no idea what any of this is. Ease me into this, guys. Like, you have to ease me in. And, like, it all just sounds like this big, like, war thing. It's like, you know, that's fine if you want to have your game based on, like, war tactics. But at least give me some characters that I care about first. like some characters that are affected by the war or something, and then I can maybe get into it. But it's just starts off with just pages and pages. The ancient war, the mystic beast. It's like, I get so bored so fast. Yeah, 12 is bad at that too. But at least 12 has these personal stories you can follow. It's enough to get you through it. But Type 0 was like kind of awful. It never felt like it was getting me to the point where I cared. It's just went on, and then... And I think what really sealed the deal for me with Type 0 is after you do the first mission, it then tries to go in this big tutorial thing for like an hour. And I'm like, I thought that's what the first mission was. I thought the first mission was the tutorial. Why are you teaching me how to save the game now? I just got so fed up and bored that I didn't want to play it anymore. I mean, it blows my mind that Type 0 came out when it did, because you expect that kind of thing out of old games. Like, older games were more... You know, it was more common to see, like, big stories to start off the game and big, long cutscenes to establish things. But nowadays, even if a game, it does have, like, a big story, it tries to start it off small so that people get invested. So it blows my mind that Type 0 came out in, like, 2000 and whatever, pretty recently. And it's like 2 hours of boredom. Like, I can't imagine any kid sitting through that. If your goal was to, like, guy, can I go to the inn, maybe? No? Okay, thanks. He's blocked the inn. You know, if their goal was to capture kids with small attention spans, they failed miserably with that game. Square doesn't like using audience surrogates. If you don't understand the universe going on, it's not their problem. Let me introduce you to their 7,000 mobile games. I feel like they love surrogate audiences. But maybe not with that game. Maybe that wasn't their goal with that game. I feel you. Yeah, maybe the idea was like, Final Fantasy Type 0 is for all the hardcore Final Fantasy fans that want a novel, and World of Final Fantasy was for all the kids. And that's why they came out somewhat similar to the same. I don't know, World of Final Fantasy was much later, actually. Never mind. World of Final Fantasy is an interesting one. World of Final Fantasy isn't on our list for this marathon because I did an entire playthrough of it on stream not so long ago when it first came out, and there's videos on... I have like a whole series of it on YouTube as well. So I figured that wasn't necessary. But yeah, World of Final Fantasy is an interesting one because I really have such a love-hate relationship with World of Final Fantasy. I don't know what to think of it anymore. I really, really disliked the game when I first played it. I felt like it was a stab in the heart to all the Final Fantasy fans because it would have been so easy for them to just make a game where you play as guy A and girl B, and you just go to like Final Fantasy 1 world and you play with Final Fantasy 1 characters, and then you go to Final Fantasy 2 world and you play with Final Fantasy 2 characters, and that's all they had to do, and it would have been great. But instead they made this whole like complete nonsensical story with like Vivi controlling the Mako reactors to control the castle from Final Fantasy V in order to create a army of zombie. Like, it's like just complete nonsense. I couldn't even fathom what they were thinking. And I get, and looking back on it now, it feels more like a Final Fantasy fan fiction. Like they were just letting their imaginations go wild. And that's fine. But at the time, I just felt like it was like, what are they doing? Why don't they just make it simple and like do like a Kingdom Hearts thing where you go to each world and you play like a mini story of that game? That would have been so easy. And then on top of that, it was just very poorly made, in my opinion. I know a lot of people like World of Final Fantasy, but if you even take a minute to like look at it, I mean, there was that one cutscene where the character was in the cutscene when they were supposed to be gone. There was a character that literally left, and then the next cutscene they were there because they forgot to take them out. Like, it just felt super lazy to me. But on the other hand, parts of it felt really well made. Like, the summoning animations were incredible, and the graphics were really nice, and the music was really nice, and the amount of work they put into like the Pokemon monsters was really nice. So it's just a really mixed bag for me. It's hard to say what I really feel about it. But at the time, I really disliked it. It was not great for me when I played it originally. The vote for the bonus games will close when we actually play them, so after Final Fantasy VII and after Final Fantasy 15. Okay, so the cabin did not heal us full, but it healed us close. But I don't know, like, I've talked to a lot of people who played World of Final Fantasy and just took it for what it was, and just enjoyed the combat, and enjoyed seeing the characters, and loved it. And I totally get that. I guess for me, I just expected more out of it, and was, you know, I guess I was just let down by it. And the main characters were so annoying. Oh my god. I hated the main characters. Like, the girl main character, her entire character is being mean to my brother. That's it. That's her whole character. Anytime they look at her for a line, it's being mean to her brother. That's every line in the whole game. And there's never a payoff, there's never like a, maybe I shouldn't be mean to my brother. No, it's just, that's her whole character, and then the game ends. It's the worst, and it's never funny. It's always just mean. It's never funny. It's not like she gets them with a real good burn. It's always like, you're dumb, and that's it, you know? Like, it can be done in a funny way if, like, she's always cracking these hilarious jokes about her brother, but no. It's like the brother's like, we should do this, and she's like, you're an idiot. And that's it. And you're supposed to, like, laugh. I don't know. It's just not funny. It's just awful. If you're expecting by the end of the game for her to, like, change her ways or something, like maybe the brother somehow saves the planet, and she's like, oh my god, I've been talking bad about you the whole game, and now you saved the planet. But no, it never happens. Nope, she's just mean to him all game, and then that's it. Let's just teach kids to be mean to their brothers. And then the brother is just, like, beyond stupid, but not in, like, a Cosmo funny way, but, like, a just awful way. Oh, right, armor, duh. No one else can equip that, so... It's just gonna kind of chill. This dungeon is so big. This is kind of scary. How do we get all flipped around? How did this happen? Actually, we can use harm, because they're undead. Let's see it. Let's see it, White Mage. Now's your chance. Your time to shine. You've been waiting your whole life for this moment. Terminated. Harm! 26 damage! Kind of terrible, but it's going to wipe out all the other ones, so I'll take it. That one did 58. That one did 76! Okay. I expected nothing and still got nothing. Still disappointed. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it just was not for me, man. The only good thing about What a Final Fantasy is that they pronounce Bahamut correctly, so I use that clip all the time. I've used it in like 3 different YouTube videos now. It's my favorite clip. Yeah, we're going to be playing some more Zero next week if you're interested in that game. I'm going to be playing a bunch of it because Zycros challenged me to try to get the Platinum next week. So we're just going to play like all those games. So if you liked that, we'll be doing that next week. I might even do some bonus streams too and try to beat them all. So if you're a Mega Man fan, next week should be pretty cool. Can't wait for this to be empty. A small amount of money. Muck. Ay 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 muck. Just out of context, these text boxes look so stupid. Me muck. I need to change this. Oh God! What does that sound? So I found out if you switch the location of 2 characters and press B while the animation's going off, it tries to like cancel out the box like on every frame until it can. So it just goes beep. Don't worry about me, just doing my thing, breaking stuff. That's what I do. Alright. Oh, we're out of harm? Alright. We're gonna give him the lit. Lit him up, boys. Nice, you went first. How's it going, Stingle? How's it going, Cousin Cheeto? Terminated. Hasta la vista, Red Boney. That's a little spooky. Oh boy. I remember these things. Alright. We're gonna cast Fast and Mute. Hopefully Mute just, like, makes this easy. Ineffective? Ineffective? What use are you? I guess they do just kind of attack. On my first playthrough of this game a long time ago, these guys were welcome to die, but I think I'm pretty over-leveled. Well, not over-leveled, but I'm a lot stronger because I died so many times getting here that I think we'll be alright. Hopefully. You serious? I can't mute him? Ow! Yeah, okay, see, that's terminated. Hasta la vista, wizard. Nice. Yeah, that's the kind of damage those guys can randomly output. Do. We got it. We're out of here. So that was actually the boss. Like, we can get out now. And out we are going to get. I don't think there's anything else in here I want. I do still have some magic. I could try to explore the bottom and see if we find anything, but I have a feeling we're not going to find much. Yeah, there can be more. So I'm lucky that I only got 2. Although, honestly, Lit almost one-shot him, so Lit would have hit them all and almost one-shot all of them. So I think I would have been alright. Aye, muck. Brown muck. Yeah, I'm sure they were. Ripped right off of D&D. Let's take Mystic Key. Alright. I'm guessing the other ones take Mystic Key too, so we're just gonna bail. Yeah, I wonder what crawl is supposed to stand for, because even in the manual it says crawl. Or in the bestiary poster it says crawl. Guess that's just what he is. He's a crawl. Well, we are going to play the top 10 games. The top 2 get Let's Plays, but the other 8 get, like, bonus plays. So, even if the game's not super popular, if it gets enough votes, we'll still play it. I did that so, you know, people could vote for what they want instead of just voting for what's popular because they want to make sure they win, kind of thing. How's it going, Banner? I hope the stairs are up here because I honestly don't remember. I think they're here. Yeah, the music in this dungeon is really cool. Creepy crawly. Man. I kind of wonder why they didn't call it like worm. Looks like a worm. There must be another worm. They could have called that like W-O-R-M and then the other worms W-U-R-M or something. Oh, there's stairs. Did I? Yeah, I probably did. W-Y-R-M? There's so many different worms. W-Y-R-M is like a dragon. W-U-R-M is like a giant beast worm. W-O-R-M is like a regular worm. Ten-3? Because that doesn't exist. Not as a game. Yeah, I want to go. Do. No. No. Please run. No. Please run. For the love of... Oh, no. Mav, please. Mav. Mav, please. Oh, thank God. Dude, Mav in the absolute clutch. All three of the other characters were paralyzed. We would have been there for hours. We would have been stuck there for hours. Waiting for all that to go away. Or just us to game over. Oh no. At least there's only 3 this time. Alright, good job. I'm gonna go ahead and cabin just so we can save in case something terrible happens. You think your roommate is dying? Do they have cool stuff? She's doing a lot of yelling and cursing, so you mean living. The opposite of dying. As you can tell, I made that a joke immediately because I knew she wasn't serious. Because if your roommate was dying, the first thing you wouldn't do is type about it in Twitch chat. You'd probably like, I don't know, help. I mean, I don't know your life, but I would have to imagine that would not be the first course of action. I didn't want to risk it. Yeah, I feel you. You never know. Oh, she's playing a game? So maybe she is dying, but just in the game. We're peeling back the layers of this onion. Soon we'll have all the answers. Oh man, Funyuns do sound good. You guys want to go get some Funyuns? Last time I talked about Funyuns, we had a lot of people saying, what are Funyuns? That made me sad. I don't think they're, I don't think they have them across the lake. Across the pond, as they say. I was going one only. Oh, I'm out of lit. That's not good. Guess I could do that. They're onions that are fun. What are some snacks I used to eat as a kid that I don't anymore? A lot of stuff that I used to eat as a kid I still eat, like Funyuns and Doritos. I think drinks are more something that I don't like. There's a lot of stuff I used to drink as a kid that is like acid now. Like those Hugs grenades. Those are actually probably still pretty good, but I could probably drink one in one sip. Loads of Sunny D. Yeah, I used to love Sunny D. Sunny D is still pretty good, but I would just rather have regular orange juice. If I'm trying to be healthy, I might as well just drink regular orange juice. Yep. Back when we all thought Sunny D was... Including my parents. My parents thought, like, oh, I'll give them Sunny D instead of pop. Like, that's gonna be healthier. Like, okay, Mom, you're either giving me lava in a can or acid in a can. It's all about the same. We're almost level 10. Yeah, everyone's level 9, but aye. Donald Duck OJ? Can't say I remember that one. How much money do I have? Oh my god, I'm rich. Okay, I think I'm gonna save my money for now. I know, if I buy one spell, I'm gonna be broke. But I'm gonna buy a few items, because I'm almost out of antidotes. Which I really wish were called antidotes and not pure, because I keep getting them mixed up. Should I buy a soft? They're so expensive. I feel like it's not worth it. Alright, I'm buying one soft. There's gonna be a boss that uses like one petrify attack. I'm gonna have one soft for it. What? Astos wears a disguise and lurks in seclusion. Great. Alright, I'm gonna go rescue your king or something. I don't even know if that's what the crown is for. Yeah, I got a couple houses in my pocket. No, the herb wakes him up. So I don't know what the crown is for. It's for something. The stolen crown. So it's gonna be some other town. So I guess we'll just find another town. It's definitely a quest item. There's a town to the north. Can I get there? I love the sound effects in this game, man. They're so good. Welcome back, Dino. Anybody have like a food that they used to eat all the time as a kid that they can't eat now just because they ate it so much? My wife used to have a ham sandwich or like a PB&J sandwich every day for lunch for like 9 years. So she doesn't eat sandwiches anymore. Like she will not eat sandwiches. For me, it's SpaghettiOs. I ate SpaghettiOs so much as a kid that now they just look disgusting to me. Hamburger Helper? Yeah, I had a lot of that too, but I still like it. I just don't eat it very often. Thank you for the 202, Vander. Appreciate it, man. Oh man, Kid Cuisine. I had a Kid Cuisine when I was in college. I used to eat like microwave meals because I worked till 1 o'clock in the morning and I went to school at like 8. So I needed something that I could make in like 5 seconds to eat right before sleeping. And I remember one time they didn't have, I used to get like those banquet meals. And they didn't have them. All I had was Kid Cuisine. And I was like, alright, fine. I'll eat a Kid Cuisine like the good old days. Oh my god. Like, what happened? I don't know. I don't know if, like, it was always that bad. Or it changed over the years. But good lord. The brownie was like cardboard. Like, I can't even describe the brownie. It was not a brownie. I don't know what it was. There was no brownie. The brownie was not a brownie. They always have, like, so they have, like, the corn and, like, the mashed potatoes, and the corn is always in the mashed potatoes. I'm like, what kind of, like, messy machines are you using that's always getting the corn and the mashed potatoes? They never stay in their sections. They're always protruding into the other sections. Like, come on, get it together here. At least make me think that you put some effort into it. I know you didn't, but at least make me think you did. I hated the plastic wrap. I always felt like when I ripped open the plastic wrap that, like, part of the plastic was going to get in my mashed potatoes or something, and I was going to eat the plastic. Because it never comes off clean. It's always like holes in the plastic, and then I'm like, oh great, all the little plastic shards are in my food now.